What's up guys? More of a small news update today, but we do have the fusion starting Thursday, and on Friday we do have double ancient event, but they kind of did it with a twist this time. That let me double check that you can see it and I don't screw it up. Anyway, so we do have 15x increased chance event along with the 2x ancients, and you probably have to pull, you definitely have to pull for the fusion. Let's be honest, there's no way that you can get away not doing it, though you will have to pull probably the next week as well and the week after, so you will have to pull on at least one non-double event, let's say. But this time we do have double ancients along with increased chance event on a couple interesting champions that might even be ones that you will be going for anyway. Probably not me, I have the relevant ones here, but the two ones that really stand out here is Gnut and Sisia. If you don't have Sisia, you might want to have one for Hydra, maybe some other stuff too, but Hydra I guess. I do have one, it's not the best one. There's other stuff like Venus and so on, but she is pretty good for Hydra. Some people might want to get her specifically. She does do both burns and decrease defense and weaken. But then the other one that is the most interesting one here is going to be Gnut, and of course everybody knows that the best way to really farm Sand Devil, you basically can't farm Sand Devil fast without having double or triple Gnut. Otherwise you have to rely on these terrible cheese comps where you use Guard Seeker with the Nuker, maybe Ninja instead of Dreng. But in either case, with double or triple Gnut, you can do the boss in like 10 seconds and do it very fast. I probably am still not gonna personally pull for it just because of the same reason I have stated many times, but it will decrease my chance to get Harima, no matter how minuscule that is, but I will not do it. I think a lot of people will pull for Gnut specifically, and I don't blame you. You might already have Harima, or you might just not care about getting her as much as you would getting second Gnut and having easy farm on Sand Devil. So that's pretty much it. Also, one other thing that I think is something that you should take of note here is that if we start having these kind of increased chance events at the same time with double summoning events, there's a possibility, or there's definitely going to be some even bigger champions eventually in the 15x. Maybe Harima, maybe Rotos, or Duchess, or Kaimar, or whatever you need. It's something to take in mind, and there's so many good events nowadays anyway. Varium is doing 15 summoning events a week, and they're making increasingly better and better events. Like right now we have the Soul event and so on. Probably it's gonna be for the best for many people to save up shards nowadays and pull the minimum that you have to for fusion, unless you specifically want to get a second or third Gnut. But there might be a lot better event in future. Just take that into account. Not that I have saved any personally. I generally live in the moment pretty much. Not in the moment, but I do tend to pull, if we have 1+1 ancient event for double legendary, I will pull for those. Those are pretty good events, even though I don't always get one, but sometimes I get one really fast. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then you have to pull for fusions, and that takes all of my shards anyway. But if I were more calculative and smart about it, it might be for the best now in the future to not even go for the 1+1 events, assuming that you don't buy a lot of shards, and same for Harima, because I really want to get Harima, and maybe we can get Harima with Ancient 2x. I mean, there's only gonna be so many 2x Ancients per year, but I think it's very likely that we will see Harima in them eventually, maybe multiple times in a long time span. But yeah, that's something to take into account. It kind of was the same deal with the Soul Stones, that in the past everybody was just pulling them willy-nilly every time they got them, like me, or with Primal Shards that they did the sneaky thing that when mythical champions were released, they said that they have no current plans to do 2x events on Primal, and if we're being honest, we all know that that's a lie. They definitely had plans to do it, and they just they wanted to have some time so that people have like 6 months to pull primals before the 2x events, so that they're even more tempted to buy them again. That's how they're gonna do things. You shouldn't really be too surprised about it, but pretty much I guess always there are gonna be better and better events in the game, and now we got one improvement in the pulls. Okay, let's do also now that I'm looking at them and I reminded myself that I have the Soul Stones, we do have the double chance to... Where can you see it? Okay, it just says it there. There's double chance to pull 6-star perfect souls. That's nice. Maybe they will do even better events on Soul Stones in future. Who knows? I don't think they are gonna do 2x, but maybe they will, but we're gonna pull it for this time. The thing with Soul Stones, I guess it kind of applies to normal summons as well, but you might really regret if you happen to get a high level Soul Stone on a specific champion, you might really regret buying split souls for that champion, because the amount of like I mean, of course it's intentional and they have calculated everything and so on, but the amount of time and effort it takes to get a 6-star champion with split souls, never mind the fact that you have to like wait like 2 months. I think it took like 2 months on average to get one specific champion. You have to wait for that, and then you have to gather incredible amount of essence, which takes you like 8 months or whatever, not buying any soul stones. And then you might even pull a same level or higher level soul on that champion. That can be very devastating. Though it hasn't happened to me because I simply haven't pulled any high level souls. I guess we are pulling a lot high level souls now, but I don't usually pull these shards, and I guess I'm not used to the fact that you get very high level ones from these. Normally I just pull a lot of the tier 1s, but there was many events recently where you got immortal soul stones. I would be kind of interested if they could maybe show in the next year's anniversary video the statistics about how many soul stones of which level you have pulled and what are the results, but probably they are not gonna do that or show our statistics about our shard summons, but that would be kind of interesting. Many people might forget that back in the day, or not even know. Oh, what did we get? Wait, that's a super high level Gala, 5-star Gala. That's pretty good. Not that Gala is relevant anymore, but I will take it. She's still on my wish list because there isn't any other epics I need, but in the past there was a third-party program, kind of like RSL Helper, that showed you your PT count, and it wasn't like RSL Helper that you need to always have the client. What? So many legendaries. Okay. Oh, that's actually really good. I was really hoping to get the Godseeker soul. I think now I can do the Sand Devil a lot better. I can run the comb with much slower Godseeker and farm it way faster than I'm doing right now. That's pretty big deal. I think you're meant to have a 5-star soul for it, but I might get away with 4-star. I will have to try. But I don't remember what that client was even called or the program, but the only thing that it did was show you your PT count. Even if you didn't have the client open when you pulled, it could just see it from the in-game coding. And then Polarium basically said that it's a loophole and it opens their client vulnerable for some bad behavior, and they basically disabled that thing, and then they never implemented that to the game, even though players were crying about it for months and months, and eventually the kind of outrage kind of calmed down. People forgot about it and now it's not a thing, and Polarium is clearly not planning to do it. I still don't understand why they don't want to do it, because it's not that big deal. Are people really gonna buy less charts if they can see the PT pool? I don't know, I'm not a statistician or psychologist. Maybe some people would buy more shards if they knew they were close to it or semi-close to it. I don't know. That would be a nice quality of life thing to have in the game, and it's never going to happen again, sadly. And the issue with RSL Helper, for me at least personally, it's impossible to keep track of the PT counter with it, because the client is always down when there is an update, and there's an update very often when there's an event where you need to pull shards, so that never works out in practice for me, and I don't even try to track my PT counter with that. But anyway, I guess I prolonged the video a bit too much, rambling about the soul stones and the past client. But anyway, that's it. Good luck with the Friday pulls. You have to go for it for the fusion anyway, but it's your best chance to get Gnut, and if you need it, then go for it. Have a nice day and see ya.